All right, we are going to walk through a business card strategy. And if people join in, awesome. We have Tad helping us today. So I know that many of you guys are using business cards. They're great, but there's really smart ways that you can take off some traditional elements that maybe aren't being used, because your business card is your read magnet. It is exactly like a blog post and a video, a quiz, whatever you want to call it. So when you're designing it, I want you to keep in mind North Pole to New York City. Okay, everything comes back to this. Your business card fits right here. It is cold traffic. It is designed to provoke action to get people to the next step, which is your lead magnet, basically getting them into your system. So for most of you, it will be opting in, it might be scheduling a call, it might be taking a quiz, whatever your lead magnet is, your business card needs to provoke that action. That is really important. Otherwise, you're going to be sitting in a wallet, like you might stay there for a few weeks, then they clean out their wallet and you go in the trash. Or you're at an expo and you put your card in the swag bag and you go in the trash. Well, if you're like me, you're printing these things on Moo. You're putting a lot of effort into them. So the time you're putting into it, the expense for printing them, getting it to wherever it has to go, if it's going to end up in the trash can, that's totally like, yeah, we don't want that. We want it to be effective read magnet goes into a lead magnet. Now, you need to be sending people to somewhere other than the front page of your website. The front page of your website is when you can trust them to navigate around. Most people, when they land on your website, they can't navigate themselves around. You are in charge. So sending it to just tamsenhorton.com and having it be the wide open website is not the best action. You guys can go there now. I have created what I call the site loop, which I will be sharing with you. And it really is designed to keep them focused, to get them to opt in, to get them to go exactly where I want them to go. They can always click on the site. You'll see that in the link. There's always the door that says, no, I just want to go to your site. So for your lead magnet, use a very easy URL. You can do this a variety of ways. One, if your website already is an easy URL, perfect, great. Second, you can use bit.ly, okay? So it's bit.ly. You go there, you take your confusing URL, you put it into bit.ly, and you decide what you want to use. Completely customizable. The annoying part is this bit.ly, but for those of us that have completely moved into Kajabi and given up our WordPress site, currently that is our best option. Or not the best, it's one of our options. The other thing you can do is go buy another domain. Buy an easy domain, and then you redirect it to the confusing URL or to the complicated URL, because really what you're sharing is either you've set up your site so that the home page is displaying the page that we want them to go to, which is not our website homepage. It's our focused, keep them focused homepage, but you can redirect this anywhere, okay? That is very easy. I use GoDaddy. I have a number of domains and I point them at Kajabi landing pages. It works great. If you have WordPress, then you still have the ability to use the Pretty Links plugin. If there's anything that I can say I miss from WordPress, it's having my Pretty Links plugin. If you don't yet have that plugin, go Google it on YouTube, get it, put it on your site, because you can make pretty links. You can do whatever you want with them. And the nice thing is you just pull the Kajabi page, put it into Pretty Links, and you can go. This lets you bypass needing to buy another domain, and it lets you bypass Bitly. If you have Kajabi, we need Bitly or the domain, or we have to share a URL, and what it does is it puts that ugly P in the middle, which makes it hard and makes it tricky. So that's what you need to do on the easy URL front, because this easy URL is what goes on the business card. Okay, it's not your website. It might be if you've set your website as displaying this, and I will show you that when we get done with the whiteboard stuff. I will show you. My website under settings is set to, I'll do it in just a minute. You want this? I help you in a minute. Is set to display the page that I built. Okay, it doesn't display a website page, it displays a landing page. That's what goes here. Okay, so I can put tamsenhorton.com because I've set it on Kajabi to make it the opt-in page, to make it, here's what it is, put your name and email in, and then I will take you to the site. So questions on that, please just let me know. Now, on the lead magnet piece, depending on your timeline, keep this simple, okay? You don't need to go crazy, but whatever the lead magnet is, wait for the board to dry a little bit. I recommend that use one of the new pipelines. They are a significant improvement on old pipelines, and you want to easily be able to deliver. Now, if your skill set is such that you are very comfortable stringing landing pages together, then by all means use the blank pipeline and string the pages together. If your skill set's not there quite yet, then take advantage of where Kajabi's made it really easy. All right, so one of the best pipelines that you can use, okay, is the Freebie. It's very easy, okay? It is 2 landing pages and 1 email. The nice thing is you can layer into this. So if you're like, oh my goodness, that's just too sparse. Sparse gets finished. Finished goes out into the world. When it's out in the world, you can always update it, all right? It's really important. If you guys are going to be visible, you're going to get eyeballs on your stuff, you got to get out there, okay? Time is of the essence when it comes to this. So on your pipeline here, you are setting up the first page, which is the opt-in. Again, looks so much nicer. You can also hop on over into your library, open up Pipeline Power. The Freebie Opt-In walkthrough is in there and it's available. There's ideas on what you can put on those pages. Please use PBK to brainstorm other ideas, because I in no way could ever make a video for everything you could possibly do, because it's exponential. On this opt-in, the form that is on the page, you use an automation, and I'm going to abbreviate that as just auto. The auto you use as grant an offer So when form is submitted, I'm going to abbreviate that as just sub. When the form is submitted, we then grant the offer. This offer, if you are using the free product strategy, then is tied to and has your free product associated with it. So when someone comes to your easy URL, they opt in because you didn't let them just roam free on your website. They saw the freebie page. They entered their name and email. They clicked submit. You had the automation set to grant an offer when the form was submitted, and that gave access to the free product. This also will have an email sequence tied to it. It's currently one email. You may add to that. You can use, again, we're going to hop into your PBK library. You want to open up communications. Within communications, there is an entire category called 30% healthy list building. If you haven't done that yet, make time for it, because these are the things behind the scenes that allow you to continue this relationship in ways that are going to align with what you're doing and how you want to do it and who you want to reach. So this email set up a nurturing sequence that allows you to stay in touch with them and, again, is moving them where you want them to go. Your product is set up so that in the sidebars, in the posts, layering in an assessment, using your headers, using your course completion options, that you're putting the buy option to whatever it is you want them to buy out there, okay? You're a business, it's okay. Ask people to buy. It's what you should do. It's absolutely what you should do. So this happens, and your second page that's part of this is a thank you page. Again, within your PBK library, product, pipeline power, post, freebie pipeline, I give you ideas on what you can put on the thank you page. This is prime real estate, just submitted, you have their attention. If you have a webinar you'd like them to show up for, put that there. If you have a free Facebook group, put that there. If you are using another kind of a forum, put that there. What is the next step you want them to take? Put that there. You have their attention, use it, continue it. Let them know what to expect and where they are going next. So, circling back, we have the business card, which is provoking action. On one side of the card, I love asking a question that's gonna like sting a bit. Like it's gonna kind of like poke them and be like, hey, when I had my law firm, mine was, is your family safe if you're hit by a bus today? Have you named guardians for your kids, or are they going into the foster system? So yes, like specific, provoke the, oh my gosh, yeah, no, okay, I need to take action. Oh, look at that. There's that easy URL. They click on it. This is giving them the solution to that initial poke, getting them there, okay? Got their attention. On the back side of the business card is where you put this URL. If people do not call you on the phone, do not put a phone number. If you don't want them calling you on the phone, don't put a phone number. Put exactly the information that they have shown you they use. For me, it's just the URL. Someone that's cold traffic is not going to send me an email. They're not going to call me on the phone. I don't want them calling me on the phone, and I don't want them sending me an email, because the email is going to be very needy because it's the first step. Now what I put on there is the provocation on the front side, on the back side, the URL and my YouTube channel, with the getting them to go to the subscribe confirmation of my YouTube channel. That is what I want them to do. So I hope that gives you guys some ideas. I hope it provokes our own conversations. So obviously this information is going to differ based on who we're serving, how we're serving them, what they expect. But as a lead magnet, it needs to provoke action to the lead magnet, and the lead magnet needs to take up the, just a second, open up a lightsaber. There you go. The lead magnet needs to take them to the next step, to provide them the piece of the solution that's going to get them, here we go, to the intro and to your New York City, what you want to sell. Different for everybody. So let's have discussions around this. Let's share cards. Let's ask for feedback, because as a lead magnet, hand these things out. Use them as product gift tags, you know, give them to friends. We used them for the book, and we left business cards everywhere. They were book cards. We left them everywhere. We still do, but I need to order some more, so we haven't lately.
All right, now we're going to walk through what it would look like on the inside of Kajabi. So first off, when I mentioned that you want a way to keep their focus no matter where they're going when you send them to the URL with your lead magnet, let me show you how I have set that up currently for my own site. So this is a landing page that is set to display as the home page, and you'll see I don't give them a lot of choice. Like, there's nothing except enter the opt-in or go straight to the site. So this way they can't get lost. They have two decisions to make, door A or door B. So that's the first thing you want to think through, is how can you give them two choices so that they take one of them. You're not distracting them with headers. You're not taking into account any wandering whatsoever. So how I did that is on the inside of Kajabi. This is a test site, so it won't be the exact page, but underneath settings right here, you can choose any page to display as your home page. So if you want to use your URL and have it redirect here underneath homepage, you would simply choose the drop down and then choose to show a landing page. Then you pick the page that you've created and you set that. That is what I have done on my site, so that if you go, the front door gives you, again, two choices: see the offers or go straight to the site. That's what you want to have underneath your URL. Now, when they are opting in, that is when you can decide what you want to put behind choice number 1 or choice number 2 of going to your site. I think a great option is going underneath marketing, like we talked about in the video, and we're going to choose the freebie right here. So when we set up the freebie, here you have them, which is exactly really what this is. Okay, it looks a little bit different because I didn't want it to look like the freebie opt-in, but that's in a sense, in functionality, that's what it's doing. So here you can set this up so that you have an opt-in, you have one email that goes out, you can always layer in more emails that you want to, and then your thank you page, which, like I've mentioned, on the thank you page, you can add in different elements. You can add in, this doesn't have to be a download. You don't have to give them a PDF. You can change any of this inside Kajabi. I also like having the accordion right here. Like, put in, what are the next steps? Do you have a Facebook group that you'd like them to join? I have added these two sections. So I added the accordion and I added the text and image. Modify this. Let them know, what do you do next? Here it is, 1, 2, 3. I'm a huge fan of just one because attention spans are very, very short. But sometimes it makes sense to have more than that. And then maybe it's you. Maybe it is the free Facebook group. Whatever you want to put in here, you have their attention, use it accordingly. So that is what I would do in terms of putting together the URL directly to where you want them to go, and don't give them choices. Give them 2 choices, and I am a huge advocate of, here's your opt-in choice and here's your visit the site choice. So let me just show you real quick. If they go to my site, because my front page is set as that opt-in, I don't have a typical home page right now. So this goes to my about page. On the about page, it still has where I want them to go, which is the offers. So if they click on Preneur Business Club, it goes to the product launch pipeline, which is set up. I've added to it to provide some context of questions. I've tried to do some provoking or some poking where this is where it goes. They can't get lost wandering on a sales page. They can go enter their information and then start moving down the pipeline experience. So the other one, which is also a pipeline, is the trial before the trial for Kajabi. Again, I've added in questions so that people know what they're signing up for. I know that it's not so easy to have people enter name and email anymore because they're scared. They don't want me to bombard their inbox, which, if they don't know me, they don't understand that I don't operate like that. So I've tried to put information in to get over the hurdle of where I want them to go. It's also, as you can see, I just keep the choices minimal. This, see your offers, takes them back to that front page. But I think that when you are sending people to your site, wandering means they don't enter or start anything, or it's a very low percentage. So let me know if you have questions. Glad to answer them. Have fun, get it done, and I will see you again really soon. Bye-bye.